November, Minister of Finance called with the budget. The natural by 12 a.m. Minister of Roads and Highways taking an infamous decision to abolish or bring the toll levy to a halt. I have had my reservations strongly, and I've advocated so well on almost all the media houses. My name was Deputy Minister for Finance, John Kumashia or Joy, and we dealt with it to the sense he told me, say, here, as a afterthought, say, they couldn't factor all the foreign trucks. Let me put on record, say, oh, Kumasi, and now if Kumasi Bakra. Every time, Quina et as say pan, the one which is northbound, the air say one lane, the initial north, and it as say pan, like the depression on that side of the road, is very, very visible. Why? Because most of the time, they do near the feet north, and I say the feet is still what they background. They are light in weight as compared to machinery, i.e., feet, harbor, at the cut towards the mining sites and across our country, Ghana to Burkina Faso and the likes. I will say it without any equivocation, and I say without any doubt that this towing system will come back anytime soon. Because I have just told you, say, the problem that we had as a result of the towing system, traffic, it was not necessarily or primarily as a result of the situation of the toll booth system. It's a very poor area planning for the toll booths. Ironically, Ufi Amasama Nesa Okonsawama, one of the most trafficked area, both day and night, Monday to Monday, not even Sunday is exempted. Amasaman Junction towards Pukwasi. And there's no toll booth on that stretch. However, about 2 kilometers away at Obai Sapemano, there's a well-designed toll booth with pavement blocks that have about 5 bays at each approach. So how ironically say Ufi Amasamana or Utmidi traffic by 2 hours. Now we do Sapema, just about 2 kilometers away. We share traffic at the toll is the toll location. It's because that one was well engineered. There was adequate land which was properly designed. It's a share traffic. So I've always stated say the minister goofed big time in the decision he took on the Wager, Afenia, and Dodua toll booths. They were primarily causing undue traffic on about 38 toll booths in the country, which was less than 1%. So if 1% will make you take an more decision, then the least said about it, the better. I will say today that the tolling system will come back. If it's not this government, any other government will come, or this same government after the benefit of hindsight, they will ensure that this tolling system is built, because the whole world, the only country that has taken a decision on that is Ghana. And you need so much money. There's an e-levy headache. We don't know how to do it. And this one would have just been tweaked nicely to still get money. Secondly, is that across the whole globe, in West Africa, in Africa, we are the least towing country in the world. So this towing system, what I expect that they should do now, for safety considerations, is that if some of the toll booths now, apart from a few ones there, they have not put in some speed calming measures. Speed calm measures to reduce the traffic, the flow of the vehicles before we do those areas. They would bring these things back. So we just have to improve them and leave them as it is. Because in both approach of all the toll booths, most of them have the CCTV cameras. We do have EPICO, Wager will be, Sapema will be, Media, Ayimesa will be. A few others they are more or less strategically located. These things cost so much money. And if we improve our road system in the next few, maybe year or two, the towing system will be brought back. All we have to do is that we have to properly align the place, demarcate the line markings, give adequate information signs so that we will use this thing back. This is a record. This is a stage which has so much record. You will quote me one day that this has been brought back in the near future. So I'm not subscribing to that fact saying we should take them away because they are very expensive. the installation of all these cameras down and the need to go through to get them at both approach to be picking every vehicle. Look at the Wager toll booth. Look at the Superman toll booth. Look at the motorway toll booth, and by extension, some of those which are adequately provided in well-designed areas. We should just improve it and leave it there for a decision that will be taken in the next. Because the Minister of Roads and Highways has picked, or my hint in saying, when they do their town hall meeting about this e-levy, say there's a likelihood of the reinstallation, whatever it is, of the towing system. Right. So that is my view. My view.
In ending a conversation, maybe I say for those areas, I want the kiosk and the yasha that the SCC on mano motimu edegeno. Is it about time a kiosk Canadian the free ho as compared to
that's right.
The
so Dobru say a toll booth a kiosk the same thing. And those ones can easily be a movable objects or structures. They can just remove them and put them somewhere. If they have a place to store them, they should just store them. Put them there. They were already weak. Dodo they very very weak. And I immense at the end so no see no mountable platform on so kiosk in the sea. So those ones can be taken out, but the cameras now over 6 meters height now, almost a 7 meter height now, which will not be affected by any movement of vehicle. Should be left should be left for now. Wager is a well designed one. On the Takoradi stretch, you see some few ones which are also well designed. Motorway well designed. Sapema is well designed. Those kiosks in there, we can remove them now. But the physical and well designed spacious ones, you should leave them there because all of them have speed can measure that reduce your traffic, your speed to almost about 20. And nobody will tell me say with 20, they cannot pass through the 3.5 meter width that has been allocated for the passage of vehicles. Every vehicle, the maximum width of a vehicle is 2.4 meters. And so there's always allowance at both sides of the toll area for you to just go through. Because like I'm saying, my brother, are expensive. And put me on records. This tolling system will come back if government decide to do extensive negotiation, extensive engineering. Like Wager, let me just use the job to just say about the Wager. Once the Wager there, because we're having Wager still have traffic now. Just almost closer to the place. So my experience as an engineer, what we could have done was I would have moved one of the approaches further up. I think a whole area for the office would have served one bound, which is maybe if it's Kaswa or Takoradi bound, and then about 2 kilometers away, that area was already been demarcated for the Accra bound, so that because the cars are moving in that stream, they only have two or three carriageway to drive when they are not paying anything. Then the other one, 5 or 6 carriageway would have been used for one of the stretch bounds. So it is a proper engineering thing that maybe was just overlooked by the Ministry of Roads and Highways at the time. So I'm saying it will come back. Those which are movable ones, let's move them out and then just remove the speed ramps or rambo strips and those small rambles. We just take them off. It's easy to remove them and then just improve the riding quality of those areas. But we will bring this thing back to this country because we need so much money. All we have to do is to improve our system and then get this thing working. Because some of us were a bit surprised that instead of even reasonably raising the figure up so that we can improve our system, we hastily abolish the towing system in the country. But this is a necessity that we have to carry out, my brother.
Like and subscribe and click on the notification. Happy FM, Nimdie, Happy FM, and Nijenkwa.